Right, just a video about the RO systems, just to show you the system that I've got here. Give you some ideas of maybe what you would like to do for yourself. This is a 40-40 system. So here we've got the 40-40 membrane. This is a 40-inch membrane. Okay, this is pretty much the biggest membrane you get. This can produce something like about 150 litres per hour. You know, you can probably get more if you can get your pressure up higher, but I get probably about 100 to 150 litres per hour from this, so it's pretty fast. Then we've got, I mean, this is the company I use, so you want to look these guys up. These are pretty good prices. So what we have is 20-inch pre-filters. You need pre-filters. Sometimes you can just get away with just having two. I've got the 3-stage system. So you firstly got your sediment, granulated activated carbon filter, and then you've got your carbon filter, probably the most important one there, getting rid of the chlorine. And then finally you've got your DI vessel. This is an 11-litre vessel filled with resin. So how does this system work? Okay, so what happens is the water will come in here from an outside tap for me. It will go through the 3 stages of the filter. It will then come out the other end. This is where I've got a valve, so I can see what PSI the system's running at. At the moment I'm running at about 60 PSI now. That's not hugely high, but it works fine for me. I can probably usually get it up to about 80 if I want, and then the system will start running a bit quicker and producing water a bit quicker. But you sometimes can get a little bit of leaks here and there off some of the fittings, so I tend to have it just slightly lower to stop that happening. Then it comes out into the bottom of the RO. I can't show you, it's down there because it's on a trolley, this system. And then it will come out the top here, just the way I've got it round. Here the centre is where your product water will come out, so this is where the pure water will come out, or close to. And then this is your waste, so ROs obviously use wastewater as well, so the wastewater will go down here, and this is the valve which you will use to push the water through the centre of the RO to start producing the water. The more you turn this round, the more the PSI will go up or down, so you just have to mess about with that just to get it to where you would like the RO to be producing at its best TDS. And then you come out of here and then into the DI vessel, because out of this system I've probably got about 320 parts per million is the tap water. It comes out of probably about 8 parts per million out of the RO, and then obviously to get rid of that last 8 it goes through a DI vessel and then comes out the back of the DI vessel, and then that goes outside to my holding tank, which is an IBC tank. You guys might want to do it differently. You might have ones in your van, you might want a system in your van if you haven't got the space for a holding tank. That's completely up to you how you set that one up. And then it will go straight into your van tank basically. So that's it. Now price wise, these things, they're not cheap probably. If I have a look at this company for the pricing, I did actually go to this place because it's about 20 miles from me, and I think I paid, for getting the trolley, £450 for the whole lot. So these are usually, if you're going to replace these and buy these are probably about £200. The filters, to change the filters, they're going to be about £24, something like that, each time you change them. The resin, I mean, you can buy 25 litres, but I generally just buy 10 litres because I'm not sure on the storage of the resin. I don't want to store the resin and then it not work very well when I come to use it, so I generally buy 10 litres at a time, which does work out dearer. I think I'd probably pay about £37 for 10 litres of resin. I might look into buying the 25 litres at some point, or maybe even change this and put a tall 25 litre resin there, and then that'll last ages and ages, that will. So that's it for an RO. That's how they work. And as I say, you know, if you want a system like this, these produce a lot quicker than your smaller systems. I mean, you get 300 gallon per day systems, 450 gallon per day systems. These are much faster. You know, you're talking, if you can get 120 to 150 litres per hour, you know, you're going to be able to fill up your van tanks, you're going to be able to fill up an IBC tank very quickly. I think I generally, you know, I can probably fill up 1,000 litre tank in about 7 hours, so it's pretty quick for me. And when I forget to produce water, I can get up early in the morning and I can quickly put it on for a couple of hours, and I've got enough water to get me by for the day. So that's useful as well. Instead of having a system that just dribbles into the tank and then it just takes ages and ages, like 24 hours to fill up a tank full of water. So hopefully that'll give you some ideas on the system you might want to do. I mean, it is an expense, but if you're going to be in the window cleaning business for some substantial amount of time, then definitely think about investing in something of this sort of size. And you can also, like I've done, put it on a trolley. This is a good system, because what you can then do, if you're not going to have this in the back of your van, it's still mobile, so you could actually take this out on a job somewhere, because it's on a trolley, plug it into the customer's water supply. If you're doing a big job somewhere, you know, a commercial job, you can take this with you, plug onto their supply of water, and then you can make on-demand water as well on site. So that's also a good thing to think about as well. Alright, thanks for watching.